Hello YouTube, my name is D'Angelo Portis. You don't know who I am, but that's the point of this video. You're going to find out pretty soon. So I'm going to start this thing off with a bit of an introduction, let you know who I am and where I come from. So I was born in the great city of Mobile, Alabama, went to a wonderful high school called the Alabama School of Math and Science, a place for Alabama's best and brightest. The point of that school was to give the brightest kids in Alabama a place where they could really thrive and prosper. And that's exactly what I did there. The teachers there, the friends I met, they were just above and beyond anything I ever thought I could achieve. Before that, I was going to a high school called Murphy, and while it was great, there were some great people there, it just simply was not the same quality as the Alabama School of Math and Science. I even got to take pyrotechnics there, and that should really tell you it's different from any public high school. While I was in Mobile, I was also heavily involved in the community there. I remember being especially active in a community called Africatown. It is the site of the last slave ship to ever enter the United States was through there, and a lot of the people there can trace their ancestry right back to those last slaves to ever enter the country. It's more of an impoverished community, and it was very rewarding to go out there and help them kind of resolve some of the issues they've been having. I was working with a organization called Success for the Future, and more specifically a small branch of it called I-HEAL, which stands for I Help Empower All Lives. I met some amazing people there. I'm still in contact with a few of them, even to this day. It was years ago. And so when I moved out of Mobile, I was left with a sense of, what's the right word? I was left with a sense of unfulfillment. I felt like I was doing my part in the city of Mobile, but upon leaving ASMS, it just didn't feel like I had done enough. I kind of looked back and everything was the same. And so I promised myself that I wouldn't let that happen again. And so upon going to UAH, the University of Alabama in Huntsville, I resolved to enter their SGA and strive to make that campus better than when I came in. So upon doing that, I immediately looked for some kind of involvement I could get into as a freshman. And luckily for me, they had this thing called the Freshman Forum. It was basically an introduction to SGA for freshmen so that when they entered the official SGA, they'd have a smoother transition and they'd already know what they needed to do. So I applied for it. I put my heart and soul into the application. I told them that I was passionate about making this community a better place and that I would stop at nothing to make sure it got done. I waited and I waited, and I got the email in my inbox, and they said I couldn't join. I didn't get accepted. But, I'm not one to take defeat all that easily. I understand if I wasn't, accepted into the program. I'm sure there were a lot of applicants. But I did get involved in other organizations, such as Young Americans for Freedom, as well as the Residence Hall student government, essentially. I was their program coordinator, and it was my job to make little advertisements and make sure the word got out about our different events and to help organize things. And through my community involvement, I got involved with other people who were involved in the SGA. And so through that, I was able to become a senator. Some vacancies opened up. And from there, I have become the director of communications for the SGA. I'm officially part of our SGA's executive cabinet. So, if you can take any lessons from that, it goes to show that even when you get denied, even when you fail, there's always an opportunity to come back better and stronger than before. And while I am happy that I'm able to be doing more for my school, I still want that aspect of being involved in the city, in the wider community, the bigger picture. So I've been looking to get more involved with the city, and it's a bit slower going than it was in Mobile. I kind of had a fast track with some of the jobs I had in the city, and that kind of gave me the connections I needed to be able to make more of an impact. But here, I'm still looking to do my part. I know there's some impoverished communities here in Huntsville. I mean, this goes for the whole state of Alabama or anywhere in the country, really. And I plan on possibly recording some videos about some of the plans I have for helping these impoverished communities, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that. As part of my getting more involved in the community, I've become a real estate agent, Shonda Davis Real Estate. And I'm pretty new, so it's a bit slower going. I know real estate's not one of those professions where it's immediate gratification. It all comes together if you put the work in and you grind. So, part of the content for this channel will also be following my own personal real estate journey. And I want to make this announcement here for the wider audience so I can be held accountable by you guys as well as myself. My goal is to become the top real estate agent in the state of Alabama. Not one of the top, the top. Mark my words, it's gonna happen. Just you wait. So as far as some of the other content I have planned for this channel, I really want to make this an entrepreneurial channel. So in that sense, I want to talk about business in the North Alabama area, the Tennessee Valley really. I want to do interviews with business owners here. I want you guys to see what goes through their mind. I want you guys to know what they think, how they feel, the things they went through. And possibly you guys can, draw some inspiration from it, become motivated to do something you've always wanted to do. I'm also going to do some home buying seminars. So what that essentially means is I'll be partnering up with, title companies, mortgagers, mortgage bankers, and essentially teaching you guys what goes into buying a home. I know some of you out there are maybe veteran home buyers, so you might find that content a little less useful, but maybe you'll learn something. For those of you out there who are maybe younger or first-time home buyers, I'm sure this will prove to be absolutely instrumental. So let me know if you'd like to see some of that on the channel. And outside of real estate, I also want to record some of my community involvement. I want to let you guys see exactly what it is I'm doing, and I'm sure it'll be, hopefully it'll be entertaining for you guys to watch, but really entertainment isn't what it's about. It's more about showing that we can make a difference if we really want to. And so I want to record the my real estate journey, my community involvement journey, and finally my business journey. The business journey is, my goal is to be a successful business owner. I have a couple of ideas, or more than a couple, for what I could do to start. But as things go on, as the years go on, I want to be able to see the progress I've made, and maybe one day I'll look back and kind of smile and see my humble beginnings. And on top of that, I will be doing little vlogs here and there. Maybe if you follow my social media, at Delo Portfolio, I'm sure I'll put it, somewhere around here. You'll see it on the screen somewhere, I promise you. I'll be posting little vlogs, little updates about different conferences and events I go to, something to keep you guys entertained. I know that's what you like. And so I think that's it for today's video, guys. So let's go down the list. I want you to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you next time.